my favorite time of the day, between 8 and 9 in the summer, not in the winter because it's dark already for hours. In the winter, by 4:30, it's dark. Ain't that depressing? But anyway, I don't know if you could hear the thunder. It was raining. And what's crazy is it was raining and somebody dropped off food to my neighbor in a moped. I don't know why these delivery services allow that. I saw somebody in a moped dropping off like a dozen helium balloons. And my wife and I looked at each other like, is that crazy? Like, that shouldn't even be legal. But now you have everybody dropping off food. You know, it's, man, I don't even know what's becoming. It's just crazy. I could, if somebody dropped off, if I ordered, $50 worth of helium balloons and somebody dropped them off in a moped, I'd be calling up parties wherever I ordered them from and telling them I'm taking them back. But anyway, I'm just on for a few minutes. I have to post. I told everybody I'm coming on my birthday. My birthday is August 16th. I don't know what time I'm coming on because I have to kind of get on in between, family stuff. I hear that thunder. But I promised I was giving at least one thing away on my birthday. Maybe more depending on how many people are alive. I also have to go back because I think I was giving some stickers away to some people. I have to go back and see. They'll go out, don't worry. If I tell somebody you're getting something, you're getting it. I think the stickers I was supposed to check on my birthday, so I'm not late. Yeah, I don't know, maybe you guys can see if I go like this, the thunder and the lightning. I was just watching a video on YouTube real quick. I like watching a lot of the old mob guys. I was watching Dominic. He's from the Bronx, and so am I. So a lot of things he's talking about. Plus, he's around my age, I think. A little older. But when they talk about like the old spots, I knew a lot of them because one of my first bosses owned a bunch of number stores in the Bronx, and I would go with him, and he also owned Joker Pokers all over the Bronx, and Westchester. This is before they had the casinos, so those Joker Pokers, it was like they were printed money. I would go with them, and no joke, every like 2-3 days they would hit different spots, and it was literally like printed money, like literally bags of it. They would get whatever percentage, and the stores they had them in got a percentage. Plus the number spots they own, they got all of it, obviously, because it's their own machine and it's their own spot. Like the deli/number spot that I worked at, we had 3 Joker Pokers in the back of the deli, which was a full-blown deli that did super duper business from 6 to midnight. But then next door, it was a rug place that looked like a rug place from the front, but when you went in, had the bulletproof glass, and it was a number spot. And I don't know how many times they would ask me to run out there and pull down the metal gates, like right before the police would come, pull them down. Those were the days. I met a lot of people through those. Man, even my firework connection I met through them. I won't say anybody's last name, but I'll say their first name. The guy who ran fireworks in the Bronx, his name was Richie. And he was the one who put on the show in the Bronx on Hardin Avenue, like right down the block from Marina Del Rey. They would put on a show, no joke. It probably cost them $30,000, and that was wholesale. Thousands of people would stop. that's a main thoroughfare. So buses had to stop and and they had to wait until it was done. Even the police would stop. Like as long as we cleaned up, and it was hundreds of everyone helped clean up. No one had a word to say. Then Giuliani came in office, and within 2 years, fireworks were a dud. And people made good money with fireworks. I mean, I was a little guy, and I was doing great. I mean, I owed him. I didn't pay him until like July 5th or 6th. Whenever I got around to it, I would give him the money, and he would make, a lot of money just for me. And again, I was a smaller guy, and I would owe him, a quarter M. But fireworks, you could just sell them. You would sell fireworks. I used to always have a few showrooms. The last place that I had a showroom was right off 240. Well, it was on White Plains Road off 241st. It was behind the video store. We had a huge room, and then we had two spots just a few blocks away that kept the bulk of everything. So we would only keep a few of each, except like the little stuff. And then when somebody placed a big order, somebody would run and get it. The last time we had guys on the roof looking out. Somebody ratted on us. So the police were nice. They came, they explained to us like it wasn't, they didn't treat us like crack dealers, but they did break down the door. They came in like like a police school bus. The door was metal, so I was in. The lookout got arrested. The guy in the front got arrested. Not the lookout. I guess it didn't do much good, but what was I supposed to do? I had customers inside. There was nothing I could do. The door was closed, and I sat with the customers until they got through. Anyway, long story short, we were back home by midnight, and then we lit off some fireworks right in front of the place to let people know we were back. I miss those days. I miss the fireworks. But I miss the way the Bronx was in general. I kind of feel like now where I live, even though I have a lot of people from the Bronx here, things are just different. There's no sense of community here. Even though I've been here 13 years, my neighbor who came from the Bronx has been here about 25 years. My neighbor across the street's been here about 10 years. My neighbor to the right has been here about 10 years. Just different though. I don't know why, it's just different. I mean, there's kids my son's age here, and it's just so weird. I mean, I tried to be friendly, and then at some point it's just like, I don't care. Yeah, the weather's not so great. I didn't go live last night playing Priest, and I told everyone I was gonna, but I didn't. Actually, I ended up going to bed early, which is just as well, because my dad called me at like 6:30 asking me to take him to urgent care because his ribs were hurting. The doctor we were at 2 days ago told him it could have been from the radiation, but it turned out he had a UTI. I don't know how an 85-year-old man gets a UTI, but they said he had a UTI. So I'm hoping that's what the pain is from. They gave him medicine for 10 days. I just hope he's okay because we're going away for like 5 days. I didn't tell my dad because I didn't want to spook him. But I mean, at the same time, I have a kid. I can't never go on vacation. So I'll make sure he has everything he needs before I leave. And then when I come back, I'll, see him. Not easy taking care of an older person, especially when that older person isn't that nice in the first place. I see a lot of people on YouTube taking care of like their fathers, and for some reason, all the people on YouTube, the father's always so nice. Even the ones with dementia are they're just nice. My dad isn't so nice. He can't hear. He gets mad at you then for not hearing. He refuses to buy a hearing aid, even though my mom gave him the $3,200 before she died. Not that he needed her to give it to him because it was his money, but she just wanted him to get it and he didn't. So now even when my 11-year-old son goes there, he tries to talk to my dad and my dad can't hear him. So that's a waste. But it's not easy. Look at that lightning and thunder. Like I said, I'm not going to stay on now long. I will go back in and play. I actually have to do a few things first, and then I'll play some Precinct tonight. I caved in, ordered another RC for my birthday. I'll show you guys tomorrow what it is when it comes. I have to pack something because I wasn't shipping one of the eBay items, but a subscriber, he asked me if I could, and I don't like telling my subscribers no. So even though originally I wasn't shipping the Gravedigger because it was too big, I found a way to ship it, so I'll ship it tomorrow. Again, don't sleep on it. You guys, if you're a subscriber to the channel, anything on eBay that I sell, you get 10% off. So not only do you help me and the channel, but you help yourself by, you know, the guy spent $600 with shipping and he saved 10%. Not bad. Plus, I shipped something that I wasn't shipping. I went out of my way and made it happen. And now he's looking at something else. I told him, you know, I'm gonna put eBay on vacation so that no one orders anything until I get back. And once I get back, he could order the other item that he wants, another RC car. I mean, my prices are good in general because I want my stuff to sell. It's not like I'm buying the stuff to sell it. It's my stuff I don't want anymore. So I'd rather it go to a good home. That's why I give a lot of stuff away for free too. Sometimes people don't understand it, but I'm not buying this stuff. Thunder's crazy out there. I'm not buying the stuff to resell it. It's my stuff I don't want no more. So I sell some, I put some on eBay. Yeah, I was trying to catch the lightning. But yeah, I'll be back playing Precinct tonight. I ordered Mafia from Best Buy. Of course, it was supposed to come, originally it was same day shipping. I knew that wasn't gonna work because Best Buy and GameStop, for some reason, they don't know what they're doing. If I order same day shipping from Target, I get it in an hour. GameStop, Best Buy never works out that way. So then it looked like it was supposed to come tomorrow, which was a day late already. And it kept saying it was coming all the way until 10 o'clock and it just didn't show up. Then I get a message today saying it's gonna come like August 27th. And I was gonna tell them to take the game and shove it up their butt because I don't need it 3 weeks from now. But I don't even have a cancel button. But I don't even think that was wrong because it looks like it's being shipped through UPS in New York. And if I'm in New York and it's in New York, I should have it in a day. But my luck, I won't have it by the time I go on vacation. But yeah, I give up. And that's why I ordered from Amazon the car that I have coming for my birthday. I ordered it today, it's coming tomorrow. People may hate them, but these companies don't do themselves no favors. They have shitty workers, they have shitty policies, they almost never know what they're doing. So you know what? Amazon gets my business and gets a lot of it. You know, I blame the way the world is today. There's no I said this yesterday, all these stores. When I worked in a store when I was growing up, there was always a manager who was 50 or 60 years old who ran the store, or at least ran the department. Now you go to these stores and the manager's like 22. Of course he don't give a shit about the business. There's nobody overseeing him. So instead, what happens? You just have a bunch of workers who are literally destroying the businesses from the inside out. And I get it, they don't want to pay a senior person anymore because back then a 60-year-old would have to get paid correctly. Instead, they rather give some young kid peanuts and they don't realize their businesses are kaputting. And I don't know why I even give them a second and third and fourth chance, but I'm done. I was talking to somebody yesterday online. I'm buying a new refrigerator and a new stove. Combine the two pieces are almost $5,000. So it's a pretty decent purchase. I was standing in Best Buy for 2 hours trying to get help, and I could not get help. I went to Lowe's, same thing. There was one person helping people in that department, and after an hour, they don't even look up to tell you we're sorry, we'll be with you in a minute. Nothing. Like, you don't even exist. I went to PC Richards, and that's where I bought all my stuff. When I bought the house 13 years ago, probably 50 grand and stuff, because I bought all my TVs, my kitchen stuff, my washer and dryer. I mean, everything from them at that one shot. At least they come to you right away. Now, it's probably because they get paid on commission, but I don't care how they get paid. You want somebody, you're spending money, you want somebody to come over and help you. At least be respectful and tell you we'll get to you when we can. The girl that was at Lowe's didn't look up. My wife and I kept looking at her like she won't even look up to talk to us and tell us, I'll be with you shortly, and nothing. Like, they could care less. That's why if somebody opens up a business and you do it the right way, businesses succeed. It's very easy to beat these businesses these days because they're not built to succeed. They have workers that shouldn't be there. And I know it's hard to fire workers, even in different fields. I mean, my sister's an attorney. She said it's so hard to fire bad workers these days. It's crazy. Sometimes they just don't fire them because, they just write them up and then write them up and then write them up and then write them up. But man, if you own a business, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops. That's why I keep my businesses small, because if I don't like the way you work, you out of here. I'm not going through some kind of crazy channels. No way. It's just crazy. But like I said, I'll go live later, place and precinct. I gotta also finish packing up the grave digger. I told the guy I'll ship. I have to do a few other things, get things ready, because then I'm going away for a little bit, and then I'll come back, and then I'll take the eBay store off vacation. And I saw a lightning bug. Wow, I thought they were done. Yesterday I was talking to somebody about lightning bugs, and usually from mid-June to mid-July, and they're done. Last night I was out and I didn't see one, and I said, oh, they're done. That means the summer's even coming to an end. And I just saw a few of them. I know it's going to be any day they're gone. Shoot, I have one of the YouTube channels I follow, they were in Disney yesterday and they already have Halloween up. And today they were in Universal and they had Halloween up. I don't think Universal was official. I think Universal, I forgot the official date. But it's Resort One TV. If anybody's interested, all they do is usually Disney World content, but they also do Universal when big things are going off. And I love Universal. I love Disney and Universal. I love Orlando. I don't love like Miami. I'm not into that scene. Something about Disney and Universal, I could live there, just like these guys. They do every 2-3 days a week. They're at Disney. There's always something new, different hotels to show you, I mean, that's how big these places are. Like, there's always something to talk about. Resort One TV. I follow so many different types of people on YouTube. That's where I get most of my entertainment from these days. Anyway, I'm gonna go in, take a shower. Don't forget, I'll be back on live playing Precinct later, like I did a few nights ago. And on my birthday, August 16th, I will definitely be coming on live. Probably around this time, I'm gonna see if I could sneak away. Again, I have to make sure I'm doing it. I don't know if my wife's taking me for dinner. I don't know what my 11-year-old son is planning for me, so I have to work around all of it, but I will come on live. I will be giving minimum one thing away. Possibly could be 2-3 things away, but minimum one. And yeah, I'm giving you guys a gift for my birthday, just to say thanks for listening to me ramble. Plus, again, the show, the whole channel is kind of in beta mode. Hopefully by September 1st, I'll have things more organized. I'm gonna have different shows for different things: RC cars, video games, BMX, freestyle racing. I actually have a few interviews that I did already with a few old school BMX people, and I was gonna do a few new ones. It may not be interesting to some, but if you're into the old school BMX like I am, they were like superheroes to us back in the day. Dennis McCoy, Ron Wilkerson, David Norrie. I mean, I have some good interviews coming up, and it'll be a little more, professional in that aspect. Of course, I'm still gonna have my rambling crap. All right, people. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll most likely see you guys tonight playing the precinct. And I think my birthday's Saturday, so I'll be here tomorrow and Friday and my birthday. But my birthday is the most important day because that's the day I'll be giving you guys a minimum. I don't care if one person's on, that one person will win something. If there's a little bit of a few people, I may do more than one. And it's for subscribers to the channel, lower 48 states. If somebody happens to be out of the country, I'll maybe doing like a digital code for them for like a video game, just so that they could still participate. Because right now I don't want to ship something to, someplace far. It's not even a matter of the paying for it, but shipping out of the country is just so much more work. Eventually I will, but not yet. So if anybody wants to watch some video game play, I may even do some games like the new Mario Kart. I can't even think the name of it, but for the game for the Switch too. I played that with 8-Bit Eric the other night, and it was fun. Even though it's not my favorite game, none of the Mario Karts are. When you're playing a bunch of people, it's it's not bad. So maybe I'll play that later. Maybe I'll give you guys an option. You guys let me know. Do you want to? I have all the new Switch 2 games. I don't know if it's a game out there for the Switch or the PlayStation. I probably have it, except the new Mafia one. I'm waiting for Best Buy to finally deliver it. But everything else I have. So if anybody wants to see anything interesting, preferably something I could play online with people, would be great. If not, maybe I'll even just play the Precinct again. That's a solo game, but it was definitely fun playing it. Oh, quick thing too. I don't know if anybody's seen these. These are ice cream to go. They come in a pouch by this company, CVT. It's almost like Carvel in a pouch. It comes frozen. You just have to kind of like let it get a little soft. And then it's literally like having Carvel in a little pouch. Actually better than Carvel CVT. I think it's a California company originally, but the ice cream's really good. It's either vanilla or chocolate, and I think they're doing the swirl. It's like $5 a bag. So, I mean, it's not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but if you go to Carvel, you're paying $5 for something this size anyway. So, all right, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Ciao, everyone.